Before you even think about scrolling past, stop and listen. What I'm about to share in the next few seconds can completely change the way a woman sees you. Most men go their whole lives saying things that kill attraction without even realizing it. But if you stay with me, I'm going to give you 3 simple compliments that make her think about you long after the conversation ends. This isn't about looks, charm, or cheesy lines. It's about something far more powerful. Take a breath, focus, and let me show you how to make her feel truly noticed. Welcome to Laurin Unfiltered. Today, we're diving into the 3 powerful compliments that make a woman think about you long after a conversation ends, and how to create a deep emotional connection that most men don't even understand. Now, let me share a secret from a woman who studies human behavior closely. Women don't fantasize when a man tries too hard. They do when he knows the right psychological triggers. Compliments can be powerful. Yes, but only when they touch the emotional part she usually keeps hidden. Most men compliment in ways that are shallow and predictable. You look beautiful, nice hair, pretty eyes. Do you know what those do? Nothing. They fade away. Every man says them and they carry no weight, no spark, no memory. But when a compliment feels specific, personal, and unexpected, something changes in her mind. She doesn't just hear it, she feels it, and it sticks. Men underestimate how much women process words and meaning. A woman's emotional brain lights up when a man notices something she didn't think anyone else saw. The world tells men women are complicated, but the truth is, they're just emotionally tuned in, a way most men are never taught to recognize. When you learn to compliment her in a way that speaks to her feelings, not just her looks, you create a reaction inside her she doesn't even fully understand herself. There are 3 types of compliments that trigger this exact response. Once you know them, you'll never go back to shallow phrases that make you forgettable. These aren't cheesy lines or manipulative tricks. They're simple truths expressed in a way that touches a part of her she protects. And yes, when you use them correctly, she'll think about you, replay your words, and imagine more. But before I reveal the first compliment, you need to understand why it works. Just repeating the words without meaning removes their power. Women don't respond to phrases. They respond to the feeling a man creates when he notices something no one else does. That's why the first compliment matters. It's simple, but it hits a woman's emotional core with real impact. I love the way your mind works. When you say this, everything inside her pauses, her breath, her thoughts, even her defenses. You're not praising her looks, her smile, or things she hears from strangers all the time. You're praising something she values about herself, something real she spent her life building. Women crave emotional recognition, not physical validation. When you talk about her mind, her ideas, her creativity, or her logic, you're speaking to who she truly is, not just how she looks. Most men might say, "You're smart," but that's vague and forgettable. When you show admiration for her mind, her perspective, her thought process, or her intuition in a genuine way, it feels personal and intimate. This kind of recognition sticks with her in a way that shallow compliments never can. It makes her feel seen, understood, and remembered. And that's exactly the kind of impression you want to leave. A memory she'll replay again and again, long after the conversation ends. It feels like a real connection. Women imagine men who make them feel seen, not just looked at. Here's the secret. Women fall for men who spark their imagination. Nothing does that more than a compliment that makes her think about what you really mean. She'll replay conversations, remember tiny details she shared, and wonder why you noticed them. She'll think about your words more deeply than you expect. That mental loop keeps her coming back to you. When you say, "I love the way your mind works," You show her you see the part of her she usually hides. And trust me, women fantasize about men who reach that hidden layer. If a compliment sparks imagination, curiosity, and emotional warmth all at once, it becomes unforgettable. This one does exactly that. It's quiet, meaningful, and deeply attractive in a psychological way. The second compliment is even stronger, because it hits where a woman often feels misunderstood. Every woman, no matter how confident, has a private world inside. Thoughts she doesn't share, fears hidden behind humor, or dreams she's afraid seem unrealistic. When a man reaches that space with the right words, her mind doesn't just soften, it opens. The compliment is, "There's something about your energy that stays with me." To a man, it may sound poetic. To a woman, it feels like emotional gravity. Women constantly wonder what impression they leave on people. They worry about being too much, too little, forgettable, or replaceable. When you say her energy stays with you, you show her she affects you in a way she can't control or fake. You're not complimenting looks or personality. You're noticing her natural aura, the effortless part of her. This makes her feel significant. She's not just another moment in your life. She's an imprint. When she hears this, she begins to wonder which part of her made the impact. That curiosity sparks emotional fantasy, not just romantic, as she imagines you noticing her even when she wasn't trying to be noticed. This third compliment is gentle, warm, and much deeper than what most men say. "I feel calmer when I talk to you." Women may like being called beautiful, interesting, or attractive, but when you tell her she brings you calm, you show she has an emotional influence she may not even realize. Women naturally want to be a source of peace for a man they feel for, not to fix him, but to connect through presence. This tells her she's not just exciting, she's soothing. She's not just someone you see, she's someone you return to. The more emotionally aware a woman is, the deeper she feels this kind of compliment. So now you know the 3 compliments that don't just sound nice, they actually touch a woman's mind and heart. Remember, it's not about being flashy, perfect, or trying to impress. It's about noticing her, connecting with her, and showing that you truly see the parts of her most people overlook. Use these words with presence, honesty, and calm confidence, and you'll create moments she remembers long after the conversation ends. Emotional connection is what makes you unforgettable, not tricks or lines. Pay attention, speak from the heart, and watch how meaningful words can change the way she experiences you. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a video from Laurin Unfiltered. And drop the word "noticed" in the comments if this video gave you a new perspective. Let me know you're ready to make your presence unforgettable.